n'ụtụtụ a ehihie aba n'ụwa niile wee na-arịọ gị mma anyị wee na-arịọ gị ezi ebube gị ngozi tinye ọgbara n'etiti ndị ka ha rapụ ndị ka ha anyị onye nwe nna Chineke na ndị nsọ ka aka nsị ndị ga-etu ahụ ebe ahụ ise obodo kwesịrị isi mgbe la ya n'ihi anyị wee na-arịọ gị onye na-adịte ma ya oge ebighị biko ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee dị ọsọ ọsọ na ụmụ ha daba n'ahụ anyị wee na-arịọ gị iwe na-adịzi ịhụnanya nke pụrụ iche onye iwe tinye ụmụ ya ezi ụmụ ya wezụga anyị aka ajọ ihe na ndụ anyị isi a bulie aha nsọ n'elu ise ise ise.
But you know what? I would like you to know that someone is the cause of this. No. I am the solution, and the only way they can get to you is by kicking me out, which is not possible. I've come. Look what you do. After I am done with Nigeria, Biafra will be free and enjoy freedom. Biafra will know the importance of freedom and what happens in 5 years to come. Thank you.
Breaking news reaching us now, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has been arrested, extradited to Nigeria, and is right now being arraigned at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Kanu is facing charges bordering on treasonable felony instituted against him at the Federal High Court.
It was an unjust war.
Long ago, in the heart of Biafra, a nation was born from the ashes of war. A war that scarred the land and its people, yet it never killed the spirit of freedom.
The war aim of Biafra is purely to prevent ourselves being slaughtered, nothing more.
It was in this land, scarred by conflict, that Nnamdi Kanu was born, a son destined to revive the dream of independence for Biafra.
And if anybody is going to judge, then it will be Biafra. 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 It will be Biaf Our success and failure in this war, it will have to depend on how much we have prevented the enemy from killing us.
Raised with the echoes of his ancestors' struggles, Kanu understood that the wounds of war ran deep in the hearts of his people. The scars from the Biafran War, which ravaged the land and cost countless lives, had never healed. The dream of an independent Biafra, broken but not forgotten, lived on in the hearts of those who survived. It was these voices, these memories, that called him to action.
Oh no!
Votre flux de travail est important pour nous. Veuillez patienter indéfiniment.
Avec la plateforme de travail intuitif de monday.com, vous avez le pouvoir. Pas les services informatiques ni les admins. C'est vous qui décidez comment vous aimez organiser votre travail. Gérer des tickets ou des projets, suivre les campagnes marketing ou la prospection commerciale, monday.com, c'est la solution efficace pour gérer tout ce qui touche à votre travail. Exemple, vous pouvez ajouter des champs personnalisés, choisir ce que vous voulez voir, automatiser certaines tâches sans aide de l'équipe IT. Ils sont probablement occupés de toute façon.
Toc toc, qui est-ce? Pas l'IT.
Une fois que les process
As Nnamdi Kanu grew, so did his voice. He became a preacher of justice, a messenger for those who were unheard. He spoke not just for his generation, but for all those whose lives were shattered by the war. The pain of the past was alive within him, and his words resonated with the cries of the oppressed. But as Kanu's message spread, so did the fear of the establishment. His calls for self-determination grew louder, shaking the very foundations of the government. They feared the revival of a Biafran spirit, one that could awaken the wounds of the past and ignite a new conflict. And so, they moved against him. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, his body captured, but his spirit unbroken. The authorities believed that imprisoning him would extinguish the fire he had started. But they failed to understand the depths of his cause. The pain of the war, the bloodshed of the past, was not something easily forgotten. It was a flame that could never be fully extinguished. His arrest became a symbol of the struggle that began in the blood-soaked fields of the Biafran War. The demand for freedom was still alive. The fight for justice continued, not just for Nnamdi Kanu, but for all the lives lost, for all the children born into a world of scars. The fight for Biafra is not just his fight. It is the fight of all those who have ever dreamed of a free land. And though the past may haunt the present, the future is still unwritten. As long as the story of Nnamdi Kanu is told, as long as the voices of his people rise, The dream of Biafra lives on. Arrested. Again. 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 And yet again.
I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra, my right to agitate. My right. They turned it from treasonable felony now to terrorism.
This is Nnamdi Kanu speaking. Biafra land, listen. They thought they could silence me, but they didn't just cage me. They caged your spirit. They made you forget that our land still bleeds, that our people still suffer, that nothing has changed. 5 years in chains. But what about you? Are you not free? Or have they bound you?
ụmụ Igbo mụrụ nze m ọzọ ekene m na ụmụ ike nji aba ka eke unu me ama na ahụ siri unu ike abịabeghị m live ya ahụ live afọ m Chuk Survivor mere this live and mụnwa like ihe a kwugasịrị ebe ahụ so nchọ ka m stream tia so m ga-aka m ya abịa live abịa I just nchọ ka unu ma forward tia so that ka the life bidozie ka unu fụ ihe kwugasịrị ebe a ihe kwuru ebe a dị very very good nchọ ka unu gee ntị ife Chuk Survivor and ndị ọkpọpụta na ihe mụ ya mere then anyị ma abịa live ebe 8 o'clock mana ọ ka anyị gegodo ha ntị thank you ụmụnne m so unu afọ ede confused or na-asị nke ada nọ n'akụkụ na-ekwu okwu na-adịghị n'ihe ọ na-ekwu ama m ma were tinye ụmụnne m ngwa na ka anyị gee ntị.
Your voice with fear. The struggle was never about me, it was about you, your children, your land, your future. So I ask you, where is the fire that once burned in your heart? Where is the voice that once roared for freedom? Wake up! Rise again. Speak. Act. Remember who you are. This is Nnamdi Kanu.
David, from the book of Psalm, chapter 7. And I will pray in English because a lot of people are listening all over the world. I mean, a lot. Millions are listening all over the world. And I want them to follow our proceedings this very evening. Very, very critical, very, very important that we do so. O Lord, my God, the creator of the heavens and the earth, we take refuge in you. Save and deliver us from all that pursue us. Because if you look away from us, they will tear us apart like a lion and rip us to pieces with no one to rescue us. Because the world is against Biafra for no reason. We are hated, we are despised for no discernible reason. Only thee, O Lord God Almighty in heaven, is our Savior, not man. You must come to our rescue. Because you are our Lord and you are our God. If we have done this, if I have done anything, if there is guilt on my hands, if I have repaid anybody, be it friend or an adversary, with evil or without cause, have done wrong to any man or woman, then let the Fulani Janjaweed pursue and overtake me. Let them trample down my life to the ground and make me sleep in the dust. Arise, O Elohim, Chukwu Di Ya, Adonai El Shaddai, in your anger, rise up against the rage of the Fulani Janjaweed Caliphate and the Zoological Republic.
Ce climatiseur portable refroidit une pièce en 90 secondes sans l'appareil à 600 €, sans installation à 400 €, ni facture d'électricité mensuelle douloureuse. J'ai passé 15 ans à concevoir des systèmes.
You will rise and you will fight for your children. You will awake, O Heavenly Father, Lord God Almighty, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the owner of the universe, for you must decree justice. Let your children and all men and of goodwill gather around you while you sit on top of your throne in the highest of the heavens, the habitation that only thee can ever occupy. Only you, O Heavenly Father, will judge the people. You will vindicate me, O Lord. You will vindicate IPOB. You will vindicate your children of Biafra according to our righteousness, according to our integrity. O Most High, Chukwu Di Ya, bring an end to the violence of the wicked. Bring an end to Fulani Janjaweed violence in our land. Bring an end to their abductions. Bring an end to their kidnappings. Bring an end to their extrajudicial slaughter of the innocent. Bring an end to their forced conversion of Christians into Islam. Bring to an end their mediocrity. Bring to an end their senseless feudal rule. Bring to an end their evil and their deception. Come and secure the righteous, because only you, O God Almighty in heaven, can see in the dark. Only you know the hearts of men. You are our shield. We have nobody. Between 67 and 1970, the whole world ganged up and fought against your children. We did not steal anything from anybody. We did not go after anybody's possession nor inheritance. We were on our own in the land that you gave to our ancestors. They conspired, they connived, they colluded to kill us. Over 5 million people. We are dead at the end of it. You are our shield. We do not trust in any man or in any state. We trust only in thee, because you are God and you always save the upright at heart. Anybody whose heart is clean, O Heavenly Father, to those you do not abandon to their enemies. That is why you cannot abandon IPOB. That is why Biafra can never be abandoned. Because your words are yea and amen. You are God, you're not human. Facebook may have been bought over by Nigeria, and we pray that Twitter will not succumb to their threats and their violence. You are God, and you are an upright and a just judge. But you are also a God that displays his wrath every blessed day. If Fulani Janjaweed do not relent in what they are doing, if the Fulani Caliphate continues to pursue this scorched earth policy of abductions and murder and mayhem, then you, O Lord God in heaven, you will sharpen your sword, you will bend and string your bow, you will prepare your deadly weapons, you will make ready your flaming arrows, Whoever is pregnant with evil conceives trouble and gives birth to disillusionment. That is what is happening in the zoo called Nigeria. Nigeria is pregnant with evil because it conceived trouble and it has now given birth to disillusionment. All the holes that the Fulani Janjaweed are digging for us into that pit, they are falling into one after the other. The trouble that they have caused will always rebound on them. Their violence will come down on their own heads. O Heavenly Father, for we shall give thee thanks always, all the days of our lives, because only thee is righteous. We shall sing songs of praise unto your holy name, O Most High. For as long as there is a child on this earth of Biafran descent and heritage, O Heavenly Father, we shall worship your name and your name alone, now and forevermore, we pray. He said, that was our prayer this evening. We are now going to proceed without further hesitation to bring to you the gospel which I have been mandated by heaven to preach to the children of men.
En tant qu'entrepreneur, tu as une équation dans la tête. Je te l'écris au tableau et en 60 secondes, je te prouve pourquoi elle est fausse. Voici.
On June 1, 1969, Colonel Chukwu made the following statements in his now famous Ahara Declaration. He said that the Federation of Nigeria is today as corrupt, as unprogressive, and as oppressive and irreformable as the Ottoman Empire was in Eastern Europe over a century ago. And in contrast, the Nigerian Federation, in the form it was constituted by the British, cannot by any stretch of imagination be considered an African necessity. Yet, we are being forced to sacrifice our very existence as a people to the integrity of that ramshackled creation that has no justification either in history or in the freely expressed wishes of the people. Welcome to Iroko Post TV. My name is Rodolfo Okonkwo. Since the end of the Biafran War in 1970, and since the return of democracy in Nigeria in 1999, several men have continued to agitate for a return to Biafra. Among those men, none has captured the imagination of the world as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the director of Radio Biafra and the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. He's currently on a tour of the United States, and Iroko Post TV met him in New York City to find out how it has been going. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, welcome to Iroko Post TV.
Thank you very much.
So, how have you been?
It's been great. It's tiring, sometimes exhausting, but by the grace of the Almighty that we worship Chukwu Di Ya, we're here today and we're giving thanks.
So you had a town hall meeting here in New York on Sunday.
Yes.
What is your impression?
I was pleasantly surprised, but not shocked at the turnout. A lot of people came. The hall was able to contain as much as we would have loved it to. Several of them had to stay outside and had to address them afterwards. It was very good, very exhilarating. A proper town hall encounter, I would say.
Yeah. You were in Atlanta, I believe.
Yes,
you were in Canada.
Yeah.
Can you say what impressed you most in experiences so far? I believe you are still continuing the tour.
Sadly, the tour has come to an end.
Oh, it's finished.
Yeah. New York was the last one.
Okay.
You can categorize it in two ways. One was seeing our people was a very great feeling. Preaching this very gospel of Biafra restoration was quite encouraging, something that we're used to. But the level of engagement and interaction was also quite deep, deeper than before, and more so in New York. You had a lot of doubting Thomases, people who never believed that this was possible. People who thought that I wouldn't last this long, that the usual thing would happen, that I will sell out or collect money from those that be, to kind of water down our agitation, but that hasn't happened. So that sort of attracted even more people than I expected. there was this consensus also across the board that our people need to rise up and support what IPOB is doing, which is very great.
Were there any disappointments?
No, not at all. I expected robust engagement, and we had it, especially in New York.
Yeah, we were very good in New York. Well, now, do you think you accomplished what you came to America to accomplish?
Yes, we did. A lot of our people are even more enthusiastic now than before. Now they've seen me, now they've met me, have been able to ask questions, and be able to address their concerns and their issues. Now they're more than willing to participate in this great march towards freedom. I'm sure you heard about the proclamation of WYC, their president, who came out enthusiastically to support, and a few other Igbo groups as well. And so also in Houston, Texas, some groups from the so-called Niger Delta as well. So we are making a lot of progress.
Now, you said that on July 3rd, 2020, yes, that you plan to hold a march on Washington, D.C. You said during the New York Town Hall. You also said that 4 weeks after that march, that something will happen.
Yes.
What will happen?
We always get asked this question all the time when we meet dignitaries and officials and government and functionaries all over the world. They always ask us, are you sure there are Biafrans in America? I had a meeting in D.C. and I said yes. They said, but we don't know them. Who are they? So it is very, very important that the people you claim you're fighting for actually come out to say that you are fighting for them. I cannot go to see the U.S. government without being introduced by our people. So for me to make my contacts official or what we are doing official with the U.S. government, we need our people to come out in solidarity on the 3rd of July of next year to say that yes, we have given IPOB the mandate to speak on our behalf. So that is what that very much represents in essence.
And 4 weeks after that,
many things will happen.
You don't want to say all that. No. But a lot of people, well, somebody asked you the question about the march. How many people do you expect, or do you think is needed to make the American society notice that there are Biafrans, as you said?
We need to surpass Martin Luther King's numbers. Yes, it's huge. So we're looking at about 2 million people. Not just Biafrans, we need African Americans who are interested in the freedom, not just for Biafra, but the whole of Africa, because Biafra represents the hope of the entire black race on this very earth. So we also expect other groups as well to join us. So it's not just about Biafra, it's about the whole of Africa.
Somebody asked, I think maybe on Facebook, said, why don't the movement start having marches in every state in the Federation to prepare for the march in Washington, to go to Washington straight? What do you think about that?
It's a very good idea, and I'm sure we should be able to do that. Next year, a precursor to that will be our 30th of May. We will march in every state of America, and then come 3rd of July, we then descend on Washington.
Now, for those who do not know, can you explain the step-by-step plan to get Biafra? How do you intend to achieve this Biafra? There are a lot of people who may think they know the IPOB plan to achieve Biafra. Can you state?
I only have 3 stages when we commenced. One is to sensitize, inform, educate our people. Second one is to conduct a referendum. And the third one is to march.
So where are we?
We are the second one.
That is to
conduct a referendum. And that referendum is to validate.
Et si votre Mac n'était pas à la hauteur? Si vous avez 4 minutes, vérifiez-le avec Clean My Mac. Un bilan de santé complet et quelques détails surprenants sur votre système. Créez un compte Clean My Mac.
The role that IPOB is playing in the restoration of Biafra. Because our people are very fond of saying, who did you derive your authority from? Who asked you to do this on my behalf? You're going to save somebody and they're asking you, who asked you to save me? You've allowed me to drown, for instance. So what we're doing is to go to our people and say to them, do we have your mandate to continue doing what we're doing, in essence? And if that comes back as a yes, then we proceed.
What time frame are you looking at?
Months, not weeks, more or less. Not really months.
to achieve Biafra?
To achieve Biafra. Only God in heaven can determine, but as mortals, we are going to do all we can within our powers to make sure that comes as soon as possible.
Is there anything that can hasten it up? Do you see?
Yes, the participation of those of you in America. If you had done this work before now, I wouldn't be here to start with, and we would have gotten Biafra. There are so many of you in America, so many of you. Rather than working at cross purposes, what the platform for PDP does is to present our people with a clearinghouse of ideas, an opportunity to coalesce around something that has been tried and tested that you know wouldn't fail, in order for us to collectively march forward to get Biafra. Have some of you here been addressing your senators, your congressmen and your congresswomen, bombarding them with letters, complaints, madness every blessed, say a couple of months, give or take, about the need to support Biafra? Then our work will be a lot more easier. Well, because our people, rather than be concerned about what is happening to us back home or to those who are back home, prefer to take comfort in the beautiful life that America has to offer.
It's not only America, in Britain maybe it's the same too.
No, because in the UK we are far more enlightened about Biafra than any other place. I think Germany comes a very close second. Yes.
All right. Now let me ask you about who are your heroes when you look at yourself and when you were growing up? Who are your heroes? Who do you look up to? Maybe people who are dead or alive. Who are your heroes?
My heroes are Oluwadara Ikwena, those that drowned in the creeks of Savannah in Georgia that refused to be slaves. My strong inspiration I got from them. Patrice Lumumba of the Congo. Donatu Sibamoka is from MBC, he's a lecturer professor at UNN, very intelligent. One of the most intelligent men I've ever met, or I believe that ever lived. Mazin Bono GK for seeing things that nobody saw and warning Zeke accordingly, which he ignored, to very disastrous consequences today.
Well, just for the purpose of our viewers, what did Mazin Bono educate?
He warned Zeke that this experiment of one Nigeria would backfire. He told Zeke. He said it in Igbo actually. Zeke decided to march forward with this One Nigeria project, which has led to many deaths, and many people are still dying till today. And also, of course, our eternal leader and our supreme leader, of course, of this very movement. And of course, my father for giving me the platform to express myself and my convictions without any contradiction.
Now, when you look at the civil rights movements, they had Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, they had the Black Panther leaders. Is there any of them that you think is more close to your approach to this struggle? Because if you look at the Biafran struggle, there are so many other people who are involved in different organizations.
I would say it's a mixture of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, a bit of age.
But why do you say that?
Because when it's time for us to agitate aggressively, we do. When it's time for us to sit down with people and discuss a way out of this mess, we also do.
Are you still willing to discuss with people?
Yes, I will talk with the Middle Belt people and the Yorubas as to how we can save our land from the incursion that is coming from the north.
Now, at the town hall meeting,
not about Nigeria, not to save Nigeria.
Yeah, well,
God forbid.
Okay, at the town hall meeting, while you were answering questions from the audience, you essentially dismissed a congressional roundtable that was attended by Tony Nadi of the Lower Niger Congress.
Yes.
You questioned whether he was telling the truth.
And I hope that people
Imaginez pouvoir créer n'importe quoi, rien qu'en y pensant. Voici Base 44.
can come out and join us when the time comes to overthrow the very corrupt, inept old men and women in charge of that very place, because Biafra must exist. is our right to make sure it happens. All right.
While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group whatsoever, just like I am supporting any group at all, so long as you are fighting against Nigeria. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not condemning any group, the people that claim follow him today, they say Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is this. Simon Ekpa is that. After 10 good months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. After 10 months of fighting Simon Ekpa, they didn't achieve anything. Yet, they are now changing tone. Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. Chai! This OG. And they are looking for freedom. You see, the more you blackmail me, the more you are blackmailing yourself. You think you are blackmailing me. You are blackmailing yourself. You don't know that? When the BBC came and do their nonsense disinformation, is it only Simon Ekpa that they showed his picture? Is it only Simon Ekpa? You all were there. All of you were there. You could not even defend yourself. The same Simon Ekpa you are calling all manner of names defended you there. And let me tell you, even when they mentioned Simon Ekpa, the issue they mentioned Simon Ekpa, there was not even, I can defend anything I say. All of you, you could not defend yourself, yet you blackmail me. When you call them, they call. All of you, your picture were there. Did you see my picture in the write-up? No. My picture was my video was hidden in the video. But all of you, your picture was there. Every day you look for Simon Ekpa, you post. Simon Ekpa is one poda. Simon Ekpa is a perima. Simon Ekpa is this. When the thing begin to happen, you think it doesn't, they will call you. And when the issue started, you could not defend yourself. You couldn't defend yourself. BBC did not say it was Simon Ekpa. BBC put your picture, all of you, as you were blackmailing Simon Ekpa, they did not say it was, they put all of your picture. So this one, they say, we are going to kill this one, we are going to kill that one. All of your picture was there. Your video was there. Yet, you will wake up every day to blackmail Simon Ekpa. And every day, if you don't, of course, some of you can never learn. Hatred and jealousy of Simon Ekpa have beclouded the brain that you don't even have at all. I do not know when they are going to learn. They think when they promote Simon Ekpa by calling Simon Ekpa criminal, BBC will come and say Simon Ekpa. All of you, the more you are calling me a terrorist, the way you are calling me a terrorist is the same thing you are calling yourself. You think when you are a terrorist is oh Jesus Christ. This BBC disinformation should have teach all of you a lesson. You think when you come to social media because you hate me, because you are jealous of me, because you don't like me, you think when you call me criminal, you are going to pay for everything you say. You are going to pay. You carry my name and blackmail. Simon Ekpa is the leader of a non-government. Simon Ekpa is this one. Simon Ekpa is that one. You see the way BBC is dealing with you people? If anything is going to happen anywhere, you are going to also be dragged into it. And you can't even defend yourself. Iti Boribos. Iti Pataka.
Of heaven, the very oldest language on the face of this very earth.
The reason I can say that from what I have just listened from you, it is
just not ordinary. Very wonderful. When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that
Avec la plateforme de travail intuitif de monday.com, vous avez le pouvoir, pas les services informatiques.
Anybody to sit at home. Nobody is enforcing individually on your own. If you have that conviction that Mazen Nandekano deserves a memory, Mazen Nandekano deserves a voice, Mazen Nandekano will not be left alone. If you feel that you can observe that seat at home as a respect, as a way to call the attention of the international community to see what is happening to Mazen Nandekano, do it and do it the way you can. And I thank Chukwu Di Ya that thousands of people are still observing the seat at home today. So many communities in Biafra land are locked down every Monday. Nobody is being forced. If you feel you're not equal tax, nobody is going to force you. It is something that Biafrans are doing out of conviction from day one. It was only the terrorist politicians sponsored by Nigerian government that we are creating false flag to paint it as if the members of IPOB were enforcing it. As if our supreme leader was part of the enforcement. As if our prime minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, was the one enforcing it, but he never did. Even when they took him out of our president in our midst, the seat at home continued till today. The seat at home we are talking about wasn't even put in place by Mazi Simon Ekpa. It was announced by the ex-DOX, and the Biafrans took on it because they knew it was the right thing to keep the voice of Mazi Nandekano allowed. Nigerian government had a plan to sweep Mazi Nandekano under the carpet and make sure nobody talks about him. And now you can understand that when the DOS announced that time when they announced that seat at home, they never believed that Biafrans will buy into it. You remember? It is said that Biafrans are businessmen. They love their business. They cannot even leave their business for a second. They can't shut their business down for anybody. But to their own surprise, the Biafrans bought into that seat at home and refused to stop. Even when they cancelled it, they refused to stop. The Biafran people refused to stop and they continued. It is something of joy. And I appreciate everyone that is still hanging on, everyone that is still standing up to this minute. I appreciate you and I thank you for doing whatever you are doing. Continue to do your own part the best way you can at your own knowledge, with your own experience and wisdom. Continue to do what you can do. I appreciate every one of you. And I say, may Chukwu Di Ya continue to guide and protect every one of you that is doing one thing or the other in one place or the other. It is very important that we continue to remember that very strong move, one of the greatest weapons we have ever had in the course of this journey, since the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the absence of Mazi Simon Ekpa. So we must always keep that memory alive, regardless what people say, regardless what they do. Don't begin to count how many people are following and those who are not following. Focus on the real thing. Whatever you have conviction within yourself to go about and do, as long as you are convinced genuinely within your heart to do, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. And Chukwu Di Ya, who searches all hearts, will make right what is right. So I welcome every one of you. I thank you all for being part of this program. And today, the title I chose to speak about today is The Reborn. The reborn IPOB has arrived. The reborn IPOB has arrived. Shocking truth, discipline, the future of Biafra revealed today. The topic is going to be very broad and wide, and we are going to touch so many areas. All I ask is to be patient, exercise patience. As we go into the discussion, it is going to be very broad and wide. And we will still try as much as possible to bring some information that have come on board recently on the latest pronunciation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we also play some other videos how Biafrans and other organizations have complied to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the new foundation he has led. Complying to that new foundation is very important. As I said in the videos I played, if you have followed that video, you can understand. Even when Mazi Simon was speaking on that video, he said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu supports everybody. And Mazi Simon himself supports everybody, as long as we are standing against this singular enemy that we have, that is holding us all down. As long as doing something to bring down the cage, the shackles on our hands, that's been put in place by the British through Nigerian government, as long as you are fighting against Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never be against you. Neither will he be against Mazi Simon will be against you. The reason I play their videos each day, I can take hours. I can even take the whole message to be their message and allow them to speak, is to give us a reminder, because there are so many people that we are not paying attention at the initial stage of this very struggle. They have lost so many information. So when I go back to play these videos, it will help to educate them to know where we are coming from, where we are going, and where we are now. And also it will help you to answer so many questions. If you have followed from the beginning of this message, that very interview of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he answered many critical questions in that very interview. He answered some of the questions, some of the things they are using as blackmail and propaganda today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu answered them there by himself. That is why it is very important. Join the program and listen when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is speaking. I play many of his videos, many of his programs, many of his broadcasts. Likewise, Mazi Simon Ekpa. It will help you. It will help you to guide you on where we are so that you will not be deceived. Because at this point in time, you can agree with me, there are so many propaganda, blackmail, misrepresentation, and misinformation coming from outside and inside, left and right. Sometimes it is very difficult to be able to ascertain which one is right for those who just join at the middle.
L'Europe du Nord? Prévu. Vivre votre propre saga viking? Imprévu.
Reconnecter sur les canaux de Copenhague, imprévu. Découvrez la magie de l'Europe du Nord. MSC Croisière, best holiday ever.
But those who are rooted in the cause are never confused. Whenever we see a message, even before you finish your propaganda, we know where you're coming, and we know the answers to use to counter whatever you say, not by shouting, not by attacking person, not by insulting. We counter with facts and evidence. And that is why it is important to watch those videos over and over again. If you didn't start with us from the beginning, go to the beginning of the message, listen to those videos, watch them carefully, pay attention to every single answer Mazi Nankari gave in that interview. You will understand where we are headed, how we got to where we are, and why Mazi Simon took so many steps that he took. Then you will see the resemblance, you see the closing, and you see, when we talk about templates, you will be able to deduce when somebody is deviating from the templates or when somebody is standing on the templates. You don't need anybody, you don't need a prophet or a imam to tell you if you're a good disciple of Mazi Nandekam and Mazi Simon. It is very easy for you to deduce when something is going wrong. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching wherever I watch, I welcome all of you. And before I go fully into this very discussion, I see someone who has joined me, Ben Chukwu. I can see Ben Chukwu there. So before I go into the program and introduction, I will allow Ben Chukwu to speak. You know, sometimes people might not have all the time in the world. For me, I can be here for hours on my program until when I'm done. So for a guest, some guests might not have much time due to where they are and what they are doing. So I will allow Ben Chukwu to please unmute yourself and speak to us, speak to Biafrans. Let's hear you. You're welcome. Ben Chukwu, are you there?
Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Good morning from United Kingdom.
You're welcome.
This is my first time to join you in your program.
Okay.
Yeah. So, may I use this opportunity to thank Biafrans at home who are so resilient of keeping a sit at home order as we have enacted the law. Yeah, my brother, Chukwu survivor. I just want to ask you one question.
Okay.
Do you believe in United States of Biafra?
If I believe in United States of Biafra?
Yes.
Of course, there is no way I cannot believe in the United States of Biafra and then I will be talking about Biafra. But in asking that question, I will always also want to, you know, sometimes when we talk about United States of Biafra, people have different meaning to what United States of Biafra is. So for me personally, that's why when I answer such questions, I would like to make it more clearer for people to understand what United States of Biafra is to me.
Okay. Let me put my question straightforward. Yeah. Do you believe in United States of Biafra that has been redeclared in Finland, in Latin Finland, 29th November 2024? Did you believe in that redeclaration?
Okay. On the redeclaration was done on the 29th of
November 2024. Did you believe in that redeclaration?
In answering your question, my beloved brother, I believe in the declaration because I voted. The declaration did not just happen. It didn't fall from the sky. The man whom I revere and I respect so much, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, is the foundation of that declaration. He was the one that inaugurated that. Even the title United States of Biafra, that Biafra is going to be as a title, what will be called when we are finally gone home, was put in place by Mazi Simon Ekpa. I have said it several times on my platform that I have never and will never take back my vote that I voted on the referendum. If you go and check the referendum vote, what was written there is the United States of Biafra. When I casted my votes, I did not do it by mistake. I read it properly before I casted the vote. So when the declaration was made, I stand with the declaration. I still hold on to that declaration till tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you so much. The second question is in sequence with this is, do you believe in continuity?
Continuity?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Then why is it so hard for you to proclaim that name and the person who continued that very redeclaration?
En ce moment, jusqu'à 40 € et 2 mois de livraison offerts sur vos courses en ligne Monoprix.
Je déteste payer des frais d'abonnement pour un logiciel CAO chaque année. Essaye ZWCAD, tu ne paieras qu'une seule fois. Mais t'es qui, toi? Je suis toi, du futur. Mais attends, c'est quoi ZWCAD? ZWCAD est une solution CAO, tout comme celle que tu utilises maintenant. Mais au lieu de payer un loyer chaque année, avec ZWCAD, tu es propriétaire de ta licence pour toujours. Fini le piège de l'abonnement. Les mises à jour ne coûtent une fraction du prix. Laisse-moi te montrer. Dès la première année, les économies ont permis d'acheter de nouveaux ordinateurs pour toute l'équipe. À la deuxième année, vous avez économisé assez pour louer la voiture de société dont vous rêviez. Et à la troisième année, vous avez tellement économisé que vous allez pouvoir embaucher des designers supplémentaires. Waouh, c'est incroyable! Maintenant, vous possédez bien plus que ZWCAD. Ne laissez pas la hausse des coûts d'abonnement vous freiner. Faites le choix intelligent d'une licence perpétuelle dès aujourd'hui. Changez maintenant et passez à ZWCAD. Obtenez votre essai gratuit de 30 jours dès maintenant.
Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Oraboze, why is it so hard for you to pronounce her name?
Okay. You see, if that is the area you're coming from, I think I know Ben Chuk should be the coordinator in the UK, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So if that is your worry, let me now explain that. When it comes to, you talked about continuity. When you talk about continuity, you place the continuity in the right perspective. We know where we started, all the way from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Like myself personally, I began to broadcast on the issue of Biafra since 2016. 2016, that was when I started broadcasting. After the first arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that was when I came in and began to speak about the Biafra issue to date. I was speaking as an independent broadcaster up to date. Even when Mazi Simoneko was involved, I was still a broadcaster on my own. Even when Mazi Simoneko wanted to establish media, I was in his platform. I was there the very day he spoke about that, and I said I'm going to join. But when it came, I personally decided to stay away. I didn't want to go into it because of certain things that were happening then. Then I decided to stay back. When the issue of Nelly war came and other things happened, I was still broadcasting on my own as an independent broadcaster. Until when I was invited to join the Briggy Media, which I joined the Briggy Media, and then we were broadcasting under Mazi Simoneko. And so many things, when it comes to the foundation of the structure or what to do and what not to do, so many of us who are in the media then knows the direction to go. Mazi Simoneko held several meetings with us privately. He sent so many information to us. Apart from that, even for somebody who is in the media, we don't have to be told once you're in media, you have to go extra mile to make investigations and know the direction to go. And I did my best while I was working with the Briggy Media. Until what happened, and the Briggy Media, some of them fell apart and began to go on different directions. And even at that point in time, I stand on my own without consulting anybody, without reaching out to anybody. I took my decision. I stayed behind and I watched and I saw what was happening. I decided to stand where I felt at that time was the best way to be, which was under the United States of Biafra government then. I broadcasted under them. Without anybody, nobody employed me, nobody pushed me to join, and nobody called me to join, nobody paid me, and I didn't write an agreement or sign anything on my own. I felt that it's right thing to do that, to make sure that the struggle continues. And I was there broadcasting, doing what I had to do. I did everything I had to do. Even when I was in the Briggy, I don't come out on the, what they call it, the fundraising. During time of Briggy, when Mazi Simoneko was there, I don't come on fundraising. I do not come to fund, not because I do not want to come, but because of my town location, my time location. It doesn't rhyme with that thing. I can't, and I told my fellow media members I can't be able to join in that very. I cannot be able to join in fundraising during the time of Simoneko, and many of them understood. Even after when they broke out, some of them used it as a propaganda against me. They said, "Oh, I wasn't joining them during the time of Briggy, and now I'm joining the USB to be in their fundraising." But when it was passing time, I refused to join. I kept silent. I never talked to anyone until the issue. I did what I had to do within the time I was in the Briggy or in the USB until things began to go the way it went with the knowledge and experience I had and information I had within myself and my own personal investigation. I saw that things were going on. We're not going the way it's supposed to go. Then I took a back seat and took back my independent broadcasting the way I have to broadcast without antagonizing anybody, without attacking anybody, without mentioning anybody. Continue to do what I have to do to promote Biafra and Biafra alone. And since then, my promotion has been to promote. I don't promote individuals. Even on some of my programs, I've said it. I am very particular in promoting institution, not an individual, not a person. It doesn't matter who you are. The only two people I can be able to mention their name on my platform to promote is Mazi Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nandikano, because these are the people within myself I know and I believe they have proven themselves, they have paid the price, and they have never compromised. There's no reason for me to doubt them.
Last week, I stopped sending people to the link in my bio and my sales actually went up. When people leave your post to find a link, they hit several friction points. Most people just give up and scroll away. If you're paying for engagement, make sure you own it. I was able to fix this with ManyChat. Now the second someone shows interest in a comment, I deliver the link straight to their DMs. This captures them at their moment of highest intent. No searching, no friction, just a direct path to a sale. ManyChat syncs with existing tools like Kajabi, Teachable, and Kit so that the whole funnel stays connected. If you're ready to fix your funnel, click the link below to start your free trial so you can see a difference too. Peace.
Within my own investigation, not what somebody told me, based on my own investigation, these are the only two people that have, even if you go to my platform all this way, these are the only two pictures you will see. I am not interested in either antagonizing somebody, calling somebody's name, and nobody can force me to pronounce any name on my platform, except when I'm convinced to do so. And that is why, at this point in time, when I saw how things were going, I wasn't okay with it. And one important thing is that at a stage, even the the USB themselves said that they do not want the media. They said they don't want the media. That they prefer the content creators who say that they want to be independent media, that they do not want the media. So when the government told you that they don't want your service in the government, all you need to do is to bow and you walk away and do what you have to do. Not by I don't attack anybody. I'm not angry at anybody. Neither do I preach against anybody. You can't say you find me talking against them. I only say what are facts and evidence and what I believe that is following the steps that has to be followed. That is what I have been doing on this platform. And I will never attack. Neither will I insult anybody, regardless who the person is. I will not insult, but promoting somebody, I will only promote something that I'm very sure about, that I'm convinced about. And in anything I'm doing, I have 1,000 convictions for whatever I'm doing. So I believe I have explained, maybe I've taken much of your time, but I've explained much on why I present my message the way I do.
Okay, I don't know how someone like me would believe on what you have been telling me now, that you believe in continuity. I asked you about USB. Yes, you said you agree. You agreed on USB, yes. But you don't, and you believe in continuity, and you don't want to mention that person, the person who made that very continuity. Said you believe on, who keep the fire burning on that continuity you believe on. So I don't know. I don't know how you can convince my mind.
Benchus.
Yes, about this.
Benchus, it is not my duty to convince you. I know you are knowledgeable enough, and I think I've seen you sometimes on the program and all these things. You are knowledgeable. It is not my duty to convince you. I'm not here to convince you. Sometimes I try to avoid this type of discussion so that I wouldn't say things that I don't need to say. That is why I always stand on a different path, on a neutral ground to say what I want to say. But most time people come to push, just like I see you're pushing now, Just like that.
I'm not pushing anything to you, but rather, it's if you want to, if you say something is white, be clear. Come on, explain it. Show us that thing is white. That means you can't be preaching or be dodging something and expect the person you are preaching to follow you. Did you understand what I mean? Now I heard from you. You said, this is the reborn of IPOB.
Yes.
And you and I know that IPOB is an organization. USB has been redeclared. We are moving forward. Now you are trying to drag us back. Then he said, how does that two things? How does it relate together? I don't know if you understand what I mean. He said this is a reborn of IPOB.
Can you listen to me, Benjus?
I'm listening to you. I'm listening.
You see, on this path you are going, I expect you to know better than that. When you talk about redeclaration, IPOB, and all whatnot, if you are in this struggle, I don't know when you joined the struggle, I don't know how far you have gone in the struggle, I don't know the knowledge you have in the struggle. But if you are part of this, if you haven't been in this struggle long enough, and you hear somebody talk about IPOB, you hear about declaration, and you have followed the message of Master Simon Ekpa, you wouldn't be confused with what I'm saying.
Then what is the meaning of continuity? What is the meaning of continuity? You say you believe in continuity. What is the meaning of continuity?
Can you hold on?
I hold.
You see, when you people come and you talk about this declaration, I don't think you understand what declaration means. You don't know what it means.
Hello? Go ahead.
You don't. If you know what declaration, when you say, you see, this is the reason Mazen Nnamdi Kanu himself refused to declare while he was around. And before Mazen Simon Ekpa declared, this is why Mazen Simon Ekpa went extra mile to conduct a referendum.
Concrètement, tu peux te faire déduire de tes impôts les frais d'assurance santé. Ça me fait penser à ce qu'on s'était dit l'autre jour. Je sais pas si tu t'en souviens sur la loi Madelin.
Oui, ouais, effectivement, ouais.
Ben, en gros, c'est exactement ça. C'est concrètement, tu peux te faire déduire de tes impôts les frais d'assurance santé. Donc ça, c'est hyper cool.
Okay. Et... C'est fou ça parce que j'ai l'impression que personne n'est au courant, tu vois, de ça.
Bah non, moi je t'avoue, 3 ans de vrille, j'ai découvert ça juste l'an dernier, donc c'était assez drôle. Mais par contre, tu vois, moi je suis passé chez Alan et j'ai appris que c'était pas le cas pour toutes les assurances santé.
D'accord.
Mais pour le coup, Alan, c'était le cas, tu vois.
Ouais. En tant que free, j'ai l'impression que c'est vraiment la solution assurance santé qui est à la fois digitale, pratique, tournée quand même sur le bien-être, ce qui est quand même assez rare en vrai pour les assurances santé. Et en plus, du coup, tu peux déduire tes impôts, c'est quand même.
Ouais, c'est ça.
C'est parfait quoi.
Bah ouais.
Ça donne envie.
Donc franchement,
trop cool.
Conseil.
And that referendum has given the legitimacy for him to make that declaration. And before that declaration, Mazi Simon Ekpa made a statement. There's a statement he made, which I have played here. If you don't have the video, I will send the video to go and watch. What Mazi Simon Ekpa said will happen after the declaration. You see, that is why I say when you are talking about continuity, when you're talking about continuity.
So he didn't accept the declaration.
When you talk about it, there are certain the person that laid the foundation upon which you are standing and you are now challenging me as speaking, gave a structure on what has to be done and how it will be done.
So he didn't accept the declaration.
This declaration did not fall from the sky. It is somebody that laid a foundation. The only thing we did on the 29th was go there and pronounce something that have already been put in place.
Oh no.
Put it in place.
Brother Chooks, I don't expect you. I want us to have a constructive argument. But the way you are going, To be honest, it's for me. It's completely absurd. You said you accept continuity. You follow Simon. Simon follow Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, and you follow Simon. And somebody is continuing what Simon. Simon cannot be in castration and continue what he's doing.
Okay, let me.
And now he said what we did is only pronunciation. Come on. Come on. He chokes.
Let me ask you one question. The person you are asking me to call her name, is she following Simon?
Listen, I'm not talking of name now. I'm talking of the main thing you said, the continuity, USB. Forget, keep name aside. Keep name aside. Did you believe in USB? The answer is no.
Okay. What is your quarrel? What is your quarrel with me now? Let me know where your grievances come. Let me know.
I'm not quarreling to you, but what I'm trying to tell you is, yes, you try to dish out a wrong direction to people. You said now this is the rebate of IPOB. That is completely absolutely absurd. For somebody like you to say this is a rebate of IPOB, and you are talking of Biafran restoration. What is IPOB? IPOB is an organization. If you don't know it today now. We are no more in that. Follow me. Just follow me. I'm not arguing. We are not fighting. Okay.
Listen, Benchux.
I'm hearing you.
Do you believe in the leadership of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu?
I believe in him. I believe in Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu lay a foundation. We follow. Simon followed, and he said he believed in Simon.
Listen now.
And Simon,
let's take it. Don't rush. Did you believe in Mazin Nnamdi Kanu?
Yes, I do.
Okay. In the new arrangement that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu have made to retrieve the IPOB and make it what it's supposed to be, what do you call that?
That is an organization he started. He gives them. It's like you have a company or you have anything. You employ your staff, and your staff misbehave. You have every right to reshuffle, to fire anyone. He has absolutely 100% right to fire anyone because he employed them.
So
did you get it now?
Wait. The new establishment of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, what do you call it? How do you see it?
Listen, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is acting on a personal attitude or personal behavior or personal anything you want to call it, because he's from the IPOB and the IPOB he has every. Now we are in United States of Biafra, and you say you believe in continuity. We are no more in IPOB. IPOB metamorphosed to Briggy, or to autopilot, to Briggy to USB. Now, why are you taking us back?
Hold on, Benji.
You are taking us back. You said you are happy to rebate of IPOB. IPOB is no more in existence.
Hold on, Benjux. Hold on. You don't have to
you are confusing yourself.
Wait. Don't confuse yourself. Hold on. You see, why I ask you that simple question? That simple question I ask you, if you can answer that question sincerely, it will solve your problem.
What question did you ask me that I did not answer? Can you ask it again? What question did you ask me I didn't answer? Ask it again.
I asked you, what Mazin Nnamdi Kanu did recently to IPOB to retrieve it, the rebirth of IPOB by Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, what do you call it? How do you?
I said to you, somebody fired his staff or his workers. What do you call that?
I am not.
Is there a supplement? What do you call it?
Okay. What do you call IPOB? What do you see IPOB under Mazin Nnamdi Kanu now? What do you see IPOB to be under Mazin Nnamdi Kanu?
There is nothing. IPOB is no more in existence. If you don't want to take it, take it.
So just like as you said, just like as you insulted me and called me, I don't know what the language you use for me. You say I am confusing you or whatever. So that is what Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is doing to you.
Mazin Nnamdi Kanu started a journey. It started a journey. Listen to me. If you don't, listen, let me tell you. Let me tell you. If you don't know what Martin Nnamdi Kanu said, Martin Nnamdi Kanu said.
Hold on, Benchix. Hold on. Don't rush. Just hold on.
We have to call a Biafra that will be a name.
Can you hold on? Hold on. Don't rush. Hold on. Hold on. On the language you used now, on me, you said because I wrote the rebate of IPOB, you said I am confusing you.
You said, this is the statement I had from you.
Yes.
You are marking the rebate of IPOB. It's not, you don't confuse me, rather you are misleading your followers. You mislead your followers.
Let me say that.
Don't confuse me.
I am marking the rebate of IPOB. So
that's what it's your statement, isn't it?
Yes. Okay, I said that. So what is your problem with it? That I'm marking the rebate of IPOB?
My brother, it's not a problem with me, but you are misleading your followers.
So you mean that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is misleading you by rebuilding IPOB and making it what it should be?
Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's IPOB is not the name, will not be the name of Biafra. IPOB is an organization. You are confusing yourself.
Benchix, I don't know why some of you, I don't know why, do I say it is out of ignorance or whatever, I don't know what to call it. Because I, first of all, ask you here.
Whatever you like, you can call it. It does nothing like ignorance.
I asked you, well, hold on, let me speak. When I finish speaking, I will give you time to speak. If you are under Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that we know, which Mazen Simon Ekpa is under, Mazen Simon Ekpa addressed himself as a disciple of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He has never one day, at any point in time, challenged the authority of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He has never any one day, at any point in time, challenged the authority of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And up to this moment, as we are speaking, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu remains the leader of this very struggle. And when you ask me a question about continuity, I ask you, what do you understand by continuity? Which you fail to answer, and I don't even know your understanding of continuity. And I ask you, the person you are talking about, you want me to call her name. Is she following Mazen Simon? You said it is not about name this time. It is about continuity. Even in the continuity, Mazen Simon gave a foundation on what to do after declaration. That is the continuity you have to talk about. This is what you do. After declaration, this is the steps to follow, which he himself put it in ABC. He put it in ABC. You don't just go and cram a word, continuity, and expect people to believe you just because you mention continuity. They will just take continuity and run. Upon what are you continuing? Upon what are you building what you are building? Upon which foundation are you working on? When Mazen Simon Ekpa was here, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu communicated with him until when he was detained. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was in communication with him and was in line with every single thing Mazen Simon was doing. And at that point in time, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu don't even have the time to come online and begin to talk or begin to engage in anything you can be able to talk about. But all of a sudden now, you want me now to deviate. You get angry because I talk about the rebate of IPOB. And you get so angry. Why am I using the rebate of IPOB? That Biafra has been declared. When the name the United States of Biafra was mentioned, Mazen Simon Ekpa said it in ABC. This is the name we are going to answer when we go back home in our land, the United States of Biafra. As long as we remain in exile, we are still working as a government of Biafra in exile. But our name will be the United States of Biafra. Even on the voting that we had for self-referendum, it was written boldly. What do we want to be? We want to be the United States of Biafra, and we voted for it. What everybody was expecting after voting for that United States of Biafra, like some of you go and you say that Biafra is now a sovereign state. Many of you were using that language. Biafra is now a sovereign state. It's not a sovereign state. But you and I know that Biafra is not yet a sovereign state, even after the declaration, because we didn't do what we are supposed to do. People are talking about recognition. Yes, we want to be recognized. But before ever you be recognized, you have to be in charge of your land and take control. And these things are the things that Mazi Simon by himself explained in ABC. But some of you, maybe because of one thing or the other, because of your personal gain or because of your personal ego, I am not a content creator. In case you don't know, I am not a content creator. I just told you when I started the show of Biafra as an independent until today. So I'm not one of those who come and say something because I want, or go to Google and read something on Google to come here and tell you. No, I don't do that. That is not me. That is not me. I believe in continuity till tomorrow, till next tomorrow. But what continuity are you talking about? You can only confuse somebody who doesn't know what continuity is about. And you cannot know where to continue or where to head when you don't know where you're going to. For me, I know where I'm coming from and I know where I'm going. From my Nnamdi Kanu, I know where I was going. When I joined Mazi Simon Ekpa, I knew where I was going. And Mazi Simon Ekpa never at any point in time left Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When Mazi Simon Ekpa talked about the IPOB as an organization and the destruction, it was because of this bunch of idiots who were there. Chike Doziem and his group. And Mazi Simon Ekpa made a broadcast and said that once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out, they are going to be dismissed from IPOB. As long as they remain there, it's not going to work. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today has done the needful. And I bet you tomorrow, if our prime minister comes out, he will be very happy to what has happened. And everything will fall back to order. We will go back to status quo and do what had to be done. Some of you did not know that even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was around, there was a government in exile. You don't know. You don't know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had a government in exile, which Mazi Simon Ekpa himself confessed there was a government in exile, but they were not operative until he came and activated it. That is continuity. He activated the government in exile that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place. That is continuity. Working on the foundation laid down by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But all of a sudden, you are telling me to continue on something that doesn't have basis, something that is not standing on the structure. You want me to continue this? I have tried as much as possible to stand on my platform to preach to those who are sick and genuinely seeking for information. But most of the time, some of you cannot let go. You have all your chihuahuas and content creators who are promoting you. As a single person on my platform, sometimes when I come to my platform, it might be only me or 2-3 people, and we talk and we go. Those who need the real information, we come here and get it. Yet you are not comfortable with that. I don't know.
Can you allow me to say something before I leave, please? Because I'm working. Can you allow me to?
Go ahead, Beatrice.
Okay. You didn't want to give me a clear of my question of your continuity. You supported. Hold on. You are talking since now. Can you allow me to express myself finish before you interject me again?
No, you just accused me that I didn't answer.
Hold on. You supported this very government, USB government, at the beginning.
At a point in time, I did.
And at a point of time, you just jump out. Now you jump out. Now you come now to tell us, trying to something that has been thrown in the bin. Now you go and pick it up somewhere and say, "Oh, this is the rebate of it." It's not even the owner tell you that this is the rebate. This is from your own words. Oh, this is the rebate of IPOB.
Wait. Your problem now is the language I use. The rebate is your problem.
Can you allow me to express myself? Can you allow me to finish before you go gag on me? Allow me. I keep quiet. You were saying everything I'm saying. Now allow me to finish myself.
Parfois, il arrive que le travail devienne trop compliqué. Sauf si vous utilisez Monday.com, la plateforme de gestion du travail qui donne une vision complète du travail de votre équipe sur un seul écran. Sur Monday, toutes vos communications sont regroupées sur un même espace, si bien que tout est visible en un coup d'œil. Et lorsque tout est synchronisé, rien ne peut vous résister. Rendez-vous sur Monday.com et commencez votre essai gratuit.
The owner of IPOB didn't come out and tell you this is a rebate of IPOB. Now you came out and tell the public that, oh, this is a rebate of IPOB, in quotes. Then you said to me you believe in continuity. Simon did not profess, oh, yes, all of us, we started from that IPOB. Everybody will migrate from there. And even the founder of that IPOB tell us that this will not be our name. And we made a referendum, voted for our name, and agreed on that name. Now you don't believe in the name again. You agreed on to make your referendum, to vote, cast your vote. You don't believe on it again.
I did not say I didn't believe
don't
in
believe
it. I
it.
told you
Now you are taking us back
in
again.
Biafra land. That is the name we answer, and it is still under contestation.
Now you want to take us back to Egypt. You want to take us back to Egypt. That is what he meant. You want to take us back to Egypt.
Biafra was placed as a name will be answered when we return back home.
My brother, you are just confusing yourself. Thank you so much.
You are the one that is confusing yourself, and I will not allow you to confuse any place in my platform. You can make that confusion in wherever you like. You have so many platforms where you can set your confusion. Not here. Not here. So see, some of them, when they come and begin to talk, you begin to wonder where they are coming from. You are angry because I talked about, you are afraid of the rebirth of IPOB. You are afraid of it. Why are you afraid that IPOB have been reborn by Mazen Nandekano? Okay, you are afraid of that name I use, rebirth. So you are scared about rebirth. Mazen Nandekano that have now restored IPOB that was destroyed. He restored it, removed the problem that we have in the IPOB. And now, I preach a message, the rebirth, and you get angry. You're asking me unnecessary questions. And these are people that claim to be intelligent. These are people who are sitting down to confuse others. It is so sad. It is so sad. Some people, when you see them, you think they are intelligent. I don't know personally when he joined the IPOB or how the knowledge he had. Even in the government that he is, I'm not even sure he has information on that. I try as much as possible to hold myself not to go and talk about anybody. I am here speaking about my Biafra that I believe in. And someone comes from somewhere and begin to bully me and try to let me know I must talk about somebody, I must call a name, who the hell do you think you are? I have been broadcasting more than a decade. You have not paid me anything. Nobody pay for my internet. I am not under anybody's salary. All this time you have your saga left and right. Have you had anybody say that he's paying me? And what makes you can just jump in my program and direct me and tell me what to say and what not to say, even when you don't have enough information yourself? Every single thing I say here, I have videos to back them up. I have videos to back them up. You pick a name that Mazi Simon Ekpa established. Mazi Simon Ekpa put in place United States of Biafra. Even later on, even if after we get our independence and the people of Biafra decide they will not answer that name again, it will be changed. It will be changed. If we go back home now, let's say we have our independence, and maybe some people, some area, like some people already are not comfortable with that name. If they're not comfortable, there will be another voting, another referendum for people to decide the name we will answer. We can change the name. So why is that your problem? We talk about government in exile. The government, do you know that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu himself established a government in exile, which was confirmed by Mazen Samuel that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu established. Everything I tell you now is on record. It is not. It's not maybe I'm not just coming here to tell you because I want to shout or talk. No, they are on record. Everything I tell you on record. So I don't know why somebody think you can just jump into my program to begin to direct me on how to speak and how not to speak. That I must not use rebate of the IPOB. Who the hell do you think you are? IPOB have been reborn by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He laid a new structure, a new foundation, and there are new people in charge there. And at the end of the day, whenever the roll call is called, any place in the world, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must be in the front stage. Get that into your skull, in case you don't know. Anytime Biafra is called for recognition, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must be there. And whatever he says goes. So many of you that are jumping right, left, and center, when the roll call is made, you might not even smell it. You won't be there.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
You won't be there. As we are seeking for recognition, look at what is happening in Israel. What is happening in Israel parliament today? A woman is pushing in Israel parliament. It is a Biafran lady under the name Mazen Nnamdi Kanu IPOB in Israel. That's our sister in Israel. The video is everywhere going viral.
Not by the name Ngozi Olabugworo Fulani, USB terrorist organization. Tell them very well the truth so that I may understand the Bunobi. And the true survivor, I don't understand because this is nonsense man be on your platform. If anybody see idiot to be on a platform, or always stupid person. Keko say for Ngozi Olabeze. Or more than even Ngozi Olabeze legislator. USBG terrorist organization, humanitarian organization. How can somebody use humanitarian organization to for how can they know humanitarian organization the nation? Can they humanitarian organization? Let them tell Ngozi Olabeze go see 5 legislator. The name of legislator. Even the more legislature present in America. Even you wait here this your program because now I found that now actually rubbish IPOB. Actually rubbish IPOB. And actually use IPOB. I've forgotten if actually use IPOB for political ambition. Actually he registers here as a political here before. This thing before. Now do you the dog of sellout? Charlie use the IPOB will a party. Call a party, political party. I am target, they push now. And we can never allow them. No matter they leave our leader Nnamdi Kanu, we don't care. They can never use IPOB for political destiny. So, Chuk survivor, you have to because you followed Ngozi Olabeze for 1 good year. All this year, people naka Ngozi. You went to Chama Ngozi Fenina Isore. You went to Ngozi register. USBG terrorist organization. Even register as because this one na nonsense on now. After that now, although he defend the many defend the in a way chalk easy way defend the because for you to follow Ngozi Olabeze, you have to know that criminal. Ngozi Olabeze is a criminal. So about in a we eventually share program go because after that now. There is many things say can they buy what is going on because there is a lot going on now. I could say stand and I could say stand up to protect IPOB. We want to protect IPOB, whether they like it or not. We want to protect our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. whether they like it or not. Because they have to have vultures. Hating will go together. Back and I say, media is power. Media is power. Now, Kaya go say that media is power. Yes. Mana media won't power, media won't power. I question is standing up. Where's not on our own destiny? So that he bring all these criminals down. No, kukwa chooks, because of small time I will stop. I can do able go 247 kulo ka hap go do even choose survivor crew.
Long time no see.
It's been a long time.
Why?
That
I'll show my face on a screen like this.
You don't see.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, my brother. Thank you so much.
Honestly, it's been a while. Thank you for keeping the ball rolling. Okay. I can see unity of purpose, clarity of vision, strength of character, honor the sacrifices, protect the mission. Wow. The struggle advances when discipline prevails. Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow. Together truth. Well, I think I heard somebody like what is his name? Ben Shooks. I would like Ben Shooks to come here, but come back. I know he will be listening. I want him to come inside back. Let him come in.
He left. I didn't remove him. He's the one that just left.
He left by himself. You see, my brother, the problem with all these people are some na cha. The problem with all these people is that when they are hungry, thirsty for power, thirsty for recognition, they can go to every length to do anything to make sure that they are seen, that they are recognized, that they are accepted. You see, somebody like Ben Shooks, he cannot come into my program and say this rubbish he came here to say because I know him. He has spoken to me one-on-one. I know how hungry he was to become part of the government, to become part of the media. I know he was hungry. So all these people are those causing shenanigans here and there. You think there is anything happening. What is he arguing?
Ça me fait trop plaisir de te revoir. Ça va à l'hôpital? J'ai quitté l'hôpital il y a 1 an. T'es au chômage alors? Pas du tout. Je suis...
What is he doing? Is he here? He's not here. I thought he's the one.
No, he's not the one. This one is Christian.
No, he's Christian. Yeah, no Christian. You see, Christian, my brother, you're welcome. One thing we must understand is that personality, sentiment, and whatever should not be attached to our freedom. You're welcome, my brother, Christian. Ndewo. Otegaka. I hope you are good.
Yes, so.
Otego,
no, Otego.
What was the Jewish cap today? Guy, the Jewish cap we might be at.
I'm
your network.
Your network, we can't hear you. Your network. Continue, my brother.
Anyway, so as I was saying, I don't like speaking behind people. You know, I am the person that when I speak, I will ask you to come out and they challenge me. There are some group of people that will add me in groups. And I will ask, why are you adding me in a group? I don't know you. They said, I'm scared of question. I'm scared of answering. If you want me to answer any question, call me on your live program, not on WhatsApp group. Don't invite me to your WhatsApp group to ask me question. Nobody sees it. Come out to where people will listen to. Let us hear your argument. People don't understand the difference between USB government and the USB as a nation. This is where they're missing it. And they don't even understand the reason and the why and the when to apply the name USB. Was it not there in the public? That PM made it clear, and the whole cabinet agreed that USB is the name that we take, we answer, we will be recognized with after Biafra has been fully
restored,
fully established or restored. So many things went down. People are here dragging position and dragging their person, their brother who gives them money. This is why I warn people, if you are coming into media, you coming into anything, don't look at money. Don't hope for anybody to give you anything. Because once people start giving you things, they buy your conscience. You will not be able to stand. And don't come hoping to get a position. If you are coming, come that you want to fight for your freedom. Not for anybody. You're not coming even to fight for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu freedom or Simon Ekpa's freedom. Come that you want to fight for your own nation. But people fail. They come to defend this Mr. This one because they love Mr. This one. And this will blind them from seeing the evil and the wrongs these people are doing. Are you protecting the mission? Is there discipline where you are today? Discipline under who? Are you following Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's instructions? No.
No.
Are you following Simon Ekpa's instructions? No. So what are you doing? Why are you using Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's picture to cover your face? Why are you using Simon Ekpa to cover your face? Why are you covering your face with their pictures? You don't listen to their instructions. You don't follow their instructions, and you are not ready to obey. Yet you come out every day to tell us Simon Ekpa is our leader. Simon Ekpa is our Mahdi. Onyendu is my God. La 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 la. Odogu, Odogu. Who is your Odogu? Who is your Obatopie? The same person you do not listen to his instructions. The same person you do not care about what he left on the table for you. I wish I met that overblown baby elephant here. I challenge anyone to call me on your own live program, not even on my own. If you want me, tell me, I will come live. Come and ask me that your questions if you have one. Even your guys and your madams, let them come out. Call me to your Twitter space to challenge me. Let us hear you out. Let us hear your argument. No, you will not do that.
En ce moment, jusqu'à 40 € et 2 mois de livraison offerts sur vos courses en ligne Monoprix.
Is to go behind doors and start shipping rubbish into people's ear. Lies and gossips. Anybody, let me say this and make it clear. Anybody that will come and tell you anything, do not let that person hear. It's a lie. It's not true.
Big lie.
It's not true. That is why when I come out, I tell you everything I want to tell. And when I say my own, I call names. I call names, not I don't want to talk about, I don't want to call the name of the person. No. He is a criminal, but I don't want to call him. He is yellow. I don't call his name. If you know what I have done, call my name. If you are sure. But this Mumu Benchusu, that is like overblown, like half him back, is the same person that went together with the one that called Mouthpiece to plan how to destroy the media and take the media over. Where are they today? We left the media for them. Where are their media, Benchusu? Where is your media?
I tell you.
These are the things I have said I don't want to talk about again. Let these people go to hell and go to anywhere they want to go to with what they want to do. Yet they will not.
Then they find me. Then they find me. Come. I know they use them for my time.
I know you, Nachus. I know you. This is why I don't come, because I know when I come, I will get angry and say things you don't want to say. And this is one of the reasons why I don't want to host a live program again, because I'm always pissed off at what they do. And I will talk about them, and I don't want to talk about them again. Let them host the program how they want to propagate Biafra, how they want to free Nnamdi Kanu, how they want to free Mazi Simon Ekpa, how they want to follow Simon Ekpa's instruction, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's instruction. This is the same problem we have. Look at Nnamdi Kanu today. Told people, the same people he employed, he called to service, I don't need your services again. And they are saying, you don't have right to tell us that. Can you imagine? Is it not the same thing that is happening with Simon Ekpa? The same person you called, come, let us do this thing. And you find out that this person is not doing what you asked him to do. You tell him, bro, you don't do, now no do again, I beg. Come on for road, make us say. And they are challenging his authority. That he don't have right to speak to them. Who are you? People that were nobody. Who knew these fools before? Even till now, the Mumu Iberiberism people cannot even show their face boldly on the screen to speak to people. They can't come out proudly and talk to people. They're still hiding behind pictures of people they don't even know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our leader, yet you cannot listen to tell us that. Can you imagine? Is it not the same thing that is happening with Simon Ekpa? The same person you called, come, let us do this thing. And you find out that this person is not doing what you asked him to do. You tell him, bro, you don't do, now no do again, I beg. Come on for road, make us say. And they are challenging his authority.
Stop! On a trouvé la meilleure façon d'apprendre l'intelligence artificielle sans coder, sans galérer et
that he don't have right to speak to them. Who are you? People that were nobody. Who knew these fools before? Even till now, the Mumu Iberiberism people cannot even show their face boldly on the screen to speak to people. They can't come out proudly and talk to people. They're still hiding behind pictures of people they don't even know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our leader, yet you cannot listen, you cannot respect him. You are challenging his authority. Why are
He's angry? He's angry. He said, why should I write rebate? Why should I say that the IPOB is reborn?
Look at fools.
Onyeneku, Mas Juice.
One guy just came to my platform. Say, why should I talk about rebate? That they have USB now. Why am I talking about rebate? That I'm confusing people. I'm dragging people back.
Let him come and explain what is USB for us.
Can I chip in something briefly, Mas Hugo?
Go on, my brother.
Imana, yesterday I came in, I had a very efficient network system. I wanted to say a lot, but unfortunately, what happened, you did not brought me in because you didn't know it was me, right? So yes. now I'm struggling. I hope my voice is coming out.
You are very clear now.
So I hope Mas Hugo is also hearing and listening. I want to say, and I hope that Biafran listens to me, at least hear me out. Like I told you yesterday when we were on the phone, I said, I will not be able to come out concretely to say I am against or support of this Ngozi Oraveze-led movement. But one thing I can say concretely from the bottom of my heart is that she is a disappointment. Ngozi Oraveze, because I think she's in charge of that group. She decides what happens. She's the all and all in that group. So every other person there falls in line, but she is a huge disappointment. I'm unbelievably disappointed. Why do I say that? Because I recognize
the power of a woman in the Western world, and given the situation that prevails in the United States from the time of that declaration, we had this golden opportunity. She could have tapped into it. She could have seized it. But I don't know. Could it be that she have a different agenda? Could it be that she's working for someone else, or she's working for her self-interest, self-aggrandizement, whatever? I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. But all I could say, and hope Biafrans hear me out here, is that she's the major disappointment. I can't even express it enough how disappointed I am. Why? Because she didn't she didn't seize the moment, the opportunity. Not that it's over in terms of, let me just say this, because look, before the Iran, way before then, that golden opportunity existed. Now, I've said this severally, if there's anybody that leads a nation, a movement that is 100% in support of the Jewish state of Israel, Nnamdi Kanu is number one.
Yes.
She is an active Jewish, participant himself. Yes. And they know him. He is known. Benjamin Netanyahu knows Nnamdi Kanu. I am guaranteeing you that he knows him. I'm not saying knows him in the sense that he knows about the struggle, he knows about effort, everything, the ordeal, everything he has been through because of the actualization of Biafra, and how closely aligned he is and we are with the Jewish state of Israel. Now, the opportunity from that time of redeclaration was so abundant that he could have been the, because if you can't do it, get out of the way. But you took the mantle upon yourself to lead this new redeclaration as deputy, as you declared yourself. What you could have done is to come out. Don't be afraid. You don't have to be afraid, because this current administration under President Trump was never going to liaise with either British or Nigerian zoo government to harm you or to arrest you, or to, none of that was going to happen. You can take to the bro. Some things, when we say it, some things, I say again, when we say certain things, we are 100% sure about that. When the people were spreading rumors that, oh, the PM will be deported back to the zoo, bro, I came out, I tell you, I said, bro, never ever, anybody telling you that is either is misinformed, uninformed, or is mischievous. It's not going to happen.
Sorry, my brother. Sorry, I beg. Excuse me. I don't like some people. The people that spread this news are the same Ngozi Orebeze and her group that you are talking about.
Yeah, well.
Votre flux de travail est important pour nous. Veuillez patienter indéfiniment.
Avec la plateforme de travail intuitif de monday.com, vous avez le pouvoir. Pas les services informatiques ni les admins.
Yeah, it's okay. So what I'm saying is that was never ever going to happen. Not in this world, not in the world. We live in this Western world for ages. We know how the system works, okay? There are things they do, there are things they don't do. That don't mean they are perfect, they don't know, but we know we know their pattern, we know the things they do. So if you remember, back then, the news was all over the place. Some guys come online to say, oh, we should be praying, we should be doing that this can happen, blah, blah, blah. I said, forget it. It's never. Yeah. So that is by the way. But my point is, yeah, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu would have been out of that place. That is primarily the objective. Let him get out of that place. It could be in America, it could be in Israel, it could be in UK, wherever, or even Kenya, but leave that place. And the opportunity was there. Because way before this whole thing, called this understanding, if I may use the word, between Netanyahu and Trump, which I don't have the details of the Obayara, but I know there's Obayara, certainly. Now, but way before them, like a year, going to 2 years before this whole thing, Ngozi Orebeze with this USB group would have been able to liaise with, not even Mark Arnold, because Mark Arnold was like recently, right? But they would have been able to liaise with APAC in the United States. You live there in the United States, for Christ's sake. A nation has been declared. You are the deputy. You are leading the pack. Liaise with the APAC. Let them know. Bring it to their attention, to their awareness that if there's in Africa, there's no nation anywhere in Africa that stand behind Israel like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu led the Biafran group. So all it takes is, as you came in, order Nigerian government to release him. Simple as that. You and I know, bro. You and I know that President Trump. See the zoo government. See Rapu Wokeman. Then you know. A day or two, Rapu Wokeman. Namche at America. Here we go. He be gone. Are you gonna doubt me? Are you doubting me?
Definitely
bro.
we go. Why?
Okay.
Why should I doubt it?
Exactly. Exactly. Because we are not just, we've seen it happen. Okay, Sunday something Jackson, we saw how it all went down. Show them, they all protested, they embark on whatever. None of them, no, the zoo don't listen to anybody. It's only the Trump that they would have listened. So the opportunity was there. You don't need boot on the ground. You don't need to fire. Nothing. Just say make that ultimatum. Release this guy. I need him in his states. He will be gone. They leave him. That is all we needed. But you know what? None of them. She did not take that opportunity because she probably have a different agenda. I don't know what her agenda is. It's easy to fool people. This is what happens when people can't use their brain. Rather, they begin to concentrate on engaging frivolous, unfruitful adventure, the governorship in Oda Anambra. Rubbish, a wasted effort. What did that yield? Yield nothing. It's fruitless. About a year since then, what has happened? Who are the governors? What is the effort on the ground? What is there to show? Nothing, absolutely nothing. About 2 years now, she cannot point to, nobody can point to one thing. I got seen on 1 year, no, giving the opportunity. And it's not like the opportunity is not there. It's there, bound. The opportunity abound. Didn't want to. So this is where I said that she probably have, either she's working for something else, or she's working for herself, or she have a different agenda that is. But Biafrans will have to be. We must be able to continue to put one and one, because this whole thing is not making any sense. Now, having said that, that is not to say that Onyendu Gapta, like I told you yesterday, is not his destiny. He has a destiny with Chukwu Di Ya. They've tried everything, but they will all fail. And with their eyes, they will see him come and do the will of Chukwu Di Ya. Because Biafra is a project. In the end of nobody can stop. You can delay, you can hinder, you can whatever. But eventually, okay, maybe. So, but like I said, the level of disappointment that I feel with this woman, I won't be able to say exactly the things that my suspicion. I will just leave it for now, but I just have to say, even since my cannot now for some time now be making wave, taking a stand, speaking directly to what the solution is, what the problem is. She has not been able to sit down and coordinate, work with him. None of it. So what are you doing? Every Saturday, you people are contributing fund, sending to what they call. There's always this name they call it. Because I stopped listening a long time. They said they want to. I don't know what they are funding, whether sometimes in Zaria or in Zamfara or in wherever. I don't know what they are doing. These guys are jokers. Odiego, my brother.
Thank you so much, my brother Christian. For a long time, we have not gone to this direction, and I try as much as possible to avoid it. But you see, last time when you asked me why I don't put link anymore. That is why I don't put link. But once you put link, you will see somebody from nowhere will come to change my topic. This is not what I intend to talk about today. But once you put a link, you see somebody from nowhere will come and begin to talk about something that doesn't make. How can somebody be getting angry that you saw me write rebut? And he's challenging me. First of all, asked me if I believe in continuity. I said I believe in continuity to tomorrow. Then he's now asking me why I'm not supporting that. I say it depends on what you understand by continuity. Continuing from what? Are you continuing from the structure or you're continuing your own pattern?
Continuing rubbish in something that doesn't is not result oriented. That is not yielding anything.
My brother.
All this.
Come like this, even people you think that they have something upstairs, when they begin to talk, you begin to wonder what is driving them.
Not even once have they sent a representative or go there in all the committees that United States government, the Republican-led Congress people, not even once have they participated.
These people who are coming here now to challenge me, this is what the question they're supposed to go and ask to their organization.
What are they doing?
That you have your headquarters in the United States? The entire hearing of Christian Universal was made. No single representative from your organization. Is it not a shame?
And you live in the United States. Are you an illegal? Are you an illegal alien in the United States? Do you not have your legitimate whatever? So what are you afraid of? I don't understand it. I simply don't understand it. Are you going to be arrested or deported if you identify yourself? I don't know. Is she an illegal alien in the United States? I don't know her status. So I can't really speak on that. But she seems to me like somebody who is hiding. Because if you're not hiding, how can you be leading a pack and you can't even show up? You can't even, she's not an illiterate, she's educated. How is it that you cannot sit down with some of these Congress people, lay out the agenda, lay out our plight, and go there, speak with them? Can you not express yourself? What the heck is going on? I understand that Brother Chukwu lives also in the United States, but he is not, like I always say, he's like one leg in, one leg out. So it's understandable. He's not leading anything. He speaks on his platform, just like you, Brad Choose. I don't have platform, right? Yes. But you, who is leading?
It's just on his own. So whatever he exactly. chooses to do as an independent person, it's up to him. Yeah, because he's should I say, partly one Nigerianist and partly one Biafranist, something like that. Like that's what I always say. It's one leg in, one leg out. You know, tomorrow he wants Peter Obi, and he believes it. So he used to be a hardcore Biafran. It was this IPOB chihuahua that drove him away.
Really?
He used to be a hardcore Biafran. This guy in the US. He used to be a hardcore.
Which guy in the US? Which guy in the US? Okay, correct.
No. What is his name? This guy, you call his name now. What's that?
Okay, Chukwu.
Chukwu is a hardcore. He used to be a hardcore. He was the one that he hosted the stopping of this thing now. Stopping of what do they call him? Stopping of Osu. He said that if you stop Osu, Biafra will come. He did that one. They fired him everywhere.
Yes, you are right. He stopped even when after kidnapping Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He was organizing a program to block the US. I think in United Kingdom he wanted to come down to United Kingdom.
They like attack him.
He was organizing all this in just few days to this program. The DOS attacked it. Yes. That was the last time he said he is very sorry for coming out. That he is not going to involve himself with anything again. That they are accusing him of trying to hijack the leadership and so on and so forth.
Okay, I'm not aware.
So he got angry and he disassociate himself from everything, anything IPOB.
Yes.
That was when he just left and decided not to talk. And he said he's not going to talk about Biafra. He may talk about freedom, about the Igbo people, but Biafra and this.
Okay.
That was what he said. I watched this program. Yeah.
I think
my brother for confirming it.
I think what happened my strong suspicion is that the Zoo government, when I mean Zoo government, I'm including the Biafran politicians, Igbo politicians, these governors and the rest of them. They infiltrated IPOB so badly. The likes of all the Chike Dozier and the rest of them, including, who knows, maybe even the USB. Some of them could be working for the Zoo government. Look, bro, there's no limit, there's no length to where they can go to make sure they disorganize the movement. So some of them...
You can only trust yourself. You can only trust yourself. Me,
exactly. The fact that this USB in particular, why do I emphasize more on USB? Why? Because they had a mandate from that declaration. A mandate was given, but they did not take it up. So I think they now diverted it with a different agenda that is inimical, that is not for the interest of Biafra. So I think that is most likely what happened. So they just continue in this day in, day out, Biafra, the Nnamdi Kanu is our day, blah, blah, blah. But in actuality, they don't mean it. And because so far, activities, nothing on the ground to show that they are serious. It's just a sad situation, bro. I can't say that enough because for like 2 years now, they've done nothing, absolutely nothing. But by now, we understand that they are a joke, bunch of jokers. But it's not going to stop the actualization of Biafra. No, they let them continue to. And Kanu he said it to everybody that cares to. Yeah, you can try. You do collect whatever you want to collect. Work with whoever you want to work with. But eventually, you will see it. You will see it. It's just a matter of time. okay, mail, you know, and they will all be put to shame because everything everyone is doing is being noted. Day of reckoning will come. It's been noted. The thing saying that there someone go stay forever. Na lie. He no go stay there forever. Our leader Martin Kanu no go stay there forever. Oga early one day. So a day of reckoning will come. So and it just really, really sad situation. If you remember from the election in the United States when Trump came in, we were emphasizing very strongly on that opportunity that they should seize the moment. I was willing. I said, okay, we'll give her benefit of doubt, right? So we just, let her, but since then till these days, nothing, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Every Saturday, I put on a moku rubbish. So you want me to now come and support? No. So continuity. That guy who is talking about continuity. Continuity in what? In rubbish.
That's what I was asking him. Continuity in what? What are you continuing? What is that thing that you want to continue? What is that?
Video called on behind. Rubbish.
Oh, behind now.
Oh, if you're going to my people.
But I know the guy. I know him.
Yeah.
I know him.
These people, and where is in there, and where is out,
You see, one of my problems, my brother, you see, while, just like you said, they refuse to capitalize on the opportunity to do what they're supposed to do. Even while we were there, we are told that they don't need media anymore. They don't need us in the media. They need volunteers, all those content creators, that they are enough for them, that they don't want us. And we backed off. I backed off. Then why is it now that as an independent media, and I'm speaking on my own, you now want me to project you want me to speak about you, you want me now to explain what I do not know?
Ce climatiseur portable refroidit n'importe quelle pièce en 90 secondes, tout en consommant presque aucune électricité. Tous les climatiseurs ont le même défaut fondamental, et nous l'avons corrigé. Voyez, tous les climatiseurs sur le marché reposent sur le même principe de conception. Du fréon, des compresseurs encombrants.
I don't understand that. I can't understand it. It's not even as if we just wake up and walk out. They said it that they don't need media.
But it just started.
It was said they don't need media. Anybody can be a media person. Anybody can do the work of media.
If any time, the number of people who are, acting as if they believe in Biafra, but behind the scene, because it gives me a very, I'm so saddened, by the continuous incarceration of Mazen Kanu. While we have the opportunity to have led him, to make him come out. Okwonu, just a word, say it.
Majana una afugo ka o si wee ende, so amala m ife kpatara ya na o ji wee ende. Amala m na YouTube take it off ko Chuks onye block ma I don't know, mana nsogbu adọ ọdụm dị njọ. The only thing na achọ bụkwa na me end the program. Achọ go me end the program. So ọdụm dị njọ ka I meet in 20 minutes time. I meet in 20 minutes. I know my journey.